Oh, it is a wonderful Wednesday, and I'm here to share with you some thoughts about fear. In the ULA framework, we talk about blockers, and fear is one of our first blockers. The antidote is gratitude. And if you see the Facebook post that I put on just a few moments ago, it says gratitude and fear are mutually exclusive. They cannot exist in the same place in your life. Where one is fed, the other diminishes. And that's a quote by Emily Marushan. Again, yesterday I had a quote from her about not being stuck. We are not stuck. We're just committed to certain patterns of behavior because in the past they have helped us. So there are a lot of things that humans can be afraid of. They can be afraid of putting themselves out there in relationships. They can be afraid of adventures. They can be afraid of letting someone know when they see that there could be improvements, possibly in a workplace, in a relationship. Just letting ourselves be who we are sometimes creates the biggest fear inside us. You know what? Fear, what is the biggest fear? The biggest fear of all humans is the fear of change, the fear of changing things that are happening right now. In my past coaching, if you've heard me mention it before, it's like our primal brain, our our lower level, our survival brain wants to keep us in the cave, wants to keep us where our primal brain thinks we are safe, but it also keeps us limited. When we know that there are some changes that we would like to begin making in our lives, we can do it in a systematic way, following the proven ULA framework and implement those changes 1% improvement on a daily basis. When we use gratitude to accelerate us beyond the fear that's trying to keep holding us back. Now, I do want to let you know that there's always going to be fear that comes up in your life. That's part of the human experience, right? But we don't have to be controlled by fear. Fear is a blocker. If you've ever set a goal and haven't achieved it, it's because you ran into a blocker. And possibly that blocker was fear. Now you know it, and now you can say, "Fear, come along, get in the back seat. I'm going to push the accelerator of gratitude and propel myself into the future that I want. I am grateful that I am able to start making steps to change the circumstances that I'm in right now, whether it be in my fitness, whether it be in my relationships, whether it be in my fun." All of the 7F areas, maybe it's your career, maybe it's your field that you want to start implementing some change steps in, and fear is holding you back. I want to let you know if this is something that you've been experiencing, or you know someone who's been experiencing fear that's keeping them stuck. Let them know, or I want you to know that on Thursday at noon Mountain Time, I am going to be sharing what I call beginning steps for getting unstuck. It's an ULA virtual workshop. It is simply 60 minutes of your time invested, and you'll come away knowing where you are, realizing and visualizing where you want to be, finding out what blockers are stopping you, and then also finding what accelerators naturally come to you to accelerate you past those blockers. Then we will set some goals and create some doable action steps, all in 60 minutes. It's a workshop that I co-present together with the doctors, the founders of ULA, and I would love to share it with you at no cost, just the investment of 60 minutes of your time. So let me know in the comments by clicking on the link to get yourself registered for the communications that you'll need to participate in this workshop. It's at noon on Thursday. We would love to have you join us and help you overcome fear and take beginning steps for getting unstuck. Thanks so much for listening. Let me know if you have any questions and check out the link that'll be in the comments of this video so you can get registered and join us. Now's the time to start taking steps in designing your future instead of living by default. It's time for us to get out of the cave.